Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, Ask You About Aged Care. I'm Yu, and today we're diving into a big decision many older Australians face, choosing between a self-managed and a fully managed home care package. Imagine you're Sarah. Sarah is 78, still very active, and wants to stay in her own home. She's been approved for a home care package, but now she's wondering, self-managed or fully managed? What's the difference, and which one is right for me? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. Let's look at the pros and cons of each, and hopefully, by the end of this video, you'll have a clearer idea of what might work best for you or your loved ones. First up, let's talk about self-managed home care packages. Think of it as having more control over your budget and the services you receive. The big pro: flexibility. Sarah, for example, might want to hire her neighbor, who's a retired nurse, for a few hours a week. With a self-managed package, she likely can do that. She can choose her own service workers, set her own schedules, and really tailor the support to her specific needs. If she finds a local handyman she trusts, she can engage them directly for home maintenance. Another pro is potential cost savings. Because you're directly managing the funds, you might be able to negotiate better rates with providers and have more transparency about where your money is going. However, there are cons. The biggest one is the responsibility. Sarah would be responsible for finding and managing her own service workers. This includes things like ensuring they have the right skills, insurance, and even handling invoices. There can be quite a bit of paperwork involved. Another potential con is the time commitment. Self-management takes time and effort. Sarah would need to be organized and proactive in arranging her care and managing her budget. This might not be ideal if she's not feeling up to the administrative tasks. Now, let's switch gears and talk about fully managed home care packages. With this option, you essentially partner with an approved aged care provider who takes on the majority of the management tasks for you. The big pro here is convenience. Sarah wouldn't have to worry about finding individual care workers or dealing with the paperwork. The provider will have a network of trusted professionals, nurses, personal care workers, cleaners, etc., ready to deliver the services she needs. Another pro is the support and guidance offered by the provider. They can help Sarah navigate the aged care system, understand her funding, and even reassess her needs as they change. They often have care coordinators who work with her to develop a care plan. However, there are also cons to consider. One is that you might have less direct control. Sarah might not be able to choose a specific individual care worker, and the provider might have preset service schedules or preferred providers. Another potential con is that it might be more expensive overall. Fully managed packages often involve administrative fees charged by the provider, which can reduce the amount of funding available for direct care services. So, Sarah's decision, and yours, really boils down to a few key factors. How much control do you want over your care? Are you comfortable with the administrative tasks involved in self-management? Or do you prefer the convenience and support of a fully managed package, even if it means less direct control and potentially higher costs? Here are a few questions to ask yourself. How important is it for me to choose my own specific care workers? Am I comfortable handling invoices, payments, and potentially some paperwork? Do I have the time and energy to actively manage my care plan and budget? Do I prefer the simplicity of having an organization take care of the details? What is my budget, and how important is it for me to maximize the funds available for direct care? There's no right or wrong answer. Everyone's situation is unique. What works for one person might not work for another. My advice: do your research. Talk to different providers if you're considering a fully managed option. And if you're leaning towards self-management, perhaps talk to someone who is already doing it to get a better understanding of the day-to-day realities. You can also reach out to your local My Aged Care assessor for more information and guidance. I hope this video has shed some light on the differences between self-managed and fully managed home care packages. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more aged care information, and leave any questions you have in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.